Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Kansas City Royals rebuild here on MLB The Show 23. We are coming up on the end of the season. We are in the month of August. We've got August and then September, and then playoff baseball is back. The postseason will be returning, at least I hope so, judging by the way that we struggled at the end of July and then into the beginning of August. The Guardians might dethrone us and take over the AL Central lead. We need to have a really, really good wrap-up of August and then start to really get into September, because if we're not careful, the Guardians are going to come after us and are going to take our crown, and we're going to be a wild card team. And I do not want to be a wild card team. That is faux show. I want to be the best record in MLB. I want to be the top seed. I want to have a home playoff game. That's exactly what I want. And I think we can do that. I think we have the team for that, especially with the moves we made at the deadline. Now, at the end of last episode, we had a significant injury. Byron Buxton tore his rotator cuff, and he's out for the season. He had played in 86 games up until that point, hitting pretty well, 261, 21 home runs, 56 driven in. A really good season, I would say. And remember, he was only supposed to be our quote-unquote rental player. We got him last year at the trade deadline to try and win a World Series. We went on and won the World Series last postseason. So now this year we come in as the defending champs. We're still working with that rental Byron Buxton contract because he's still got a pretty good contract for being a older player. 14.3 is not that crazy for a guy who's putting up production like he was putting up. I mean, it's not anything out of the ordinary. It's not like anything spectacular, but he was a very solid contributor for the team. So when he got injured with the torn rotator cuff, I started to panic a little bit, and we made a trade for Smooth Jazz Chisholm Jr., center fielder, but he can play a bunch of different positions. From Miami, we went to get him, and I forget exactly what it took. It took us to get him. It took us Lou Walls, our 28-year-old center field prospect that was never really going to become something. We did give them Matt McLean, who is a nice, I think, 26-year-old shortstop. A lot of good utility in him, but we just have a lot of depth, really. And then we gave him Tink Hence, who is a good prospect, an intriguing prospect pitcher, but never probably has a future in our starting rotation. So we sent all three of those guys to Miami to acquire Jazz Chisholm. And you can see at the top, we also made one other trade for Joe Ryan from the Twins, who is the team that we are going to be taking on today in today's episode. And we are going to be taking on our former top prospect in our farm system, Asa Lacy. He debuted for us a couple of years ago, and now he's going against us. Against Joe Ryan, who is the team, or who was the pitcher of the team that we're going against. It's basically just a one-for-one swap. Joe Ryan's going against his former team, and Asa Lacy's going against his former team. Good news for us, Asa Lacy is not as good as Joe Ryan is, at least on paper, so hopefully we can have a good day. So those are the two big moves we made last episode of the trade deadline. I did go through before the episode and re-signed a bunch of players that didn't really matter. They were a bunch of like young players that needed like 2-year contracts, 3-year contracts, all kinds of stuff like that. But I saved these players because these are probably the most intriguing players that I wanted to extend on camera, especially this man right here, Mr. Salvador Perez. He is a veteran. He is the captain. He is the lifeblood of this organization. And he won his second World Series with the team. Obviously, the first one was back in 2015 when they won it. And we got him another one. And I've always said that I would extend. Oops, I just dropped my controller. I've always said that I would give Salvador Perez a new contract when his contract was up, barring he retires. So I will be good to my word. I will give him a contract. I don't know what he's going to be interested in. He wants a long-term deal. I'll give him a long-term deal because it's probably not going to be super expensive. But I'll pay Salvador Perez $5 million over 7 years. I don't necessarily hate that. but I can also give him... No, because we have to pay him more. I'll give him a 7-year contract, and I'll pay him $5 million. That's a lot less than what he was making previously. He was making freaking $20 million, I'm pretty sure. So a 7-year contract, he's certainly not going to live up to that, but it's $5 million a year. I don't have a problem with that at all. I will try to make sure he doesn't want a platoon deal. He wants an everyday deal, but I can't really guarantee him a thing. What about if I backload the contract and then give him more money? Because he's not going to make it to the end of this contract. So how about if I give him $6 million for 7 years, depth role, backloaded contract, and we pay him that much money? I think that's a solid deal for the veteran captain of this team. And now Salvador Perez has been locked up for the rest of his career here in Kansas City. And look at this backloaded deal. I mean, we're paying him 3.9 next season. We're paying him 4.6. He's not going to make it to these. I guarantee you he's not even going to make it to these deals. Certainly not to 2029 or 2030. He might make it to 2028. I highly doubt it. He might not even make it to 2027. He might retire after this season. And then it's not, well, it's all guaranteed, but do they count that in MLB show? I don't even know. If he were to retire in real life, and after we just gave him this new contract, they would probably work out a way to buy him out or to pay him a lump sum of money. That's probably how they would do it. But yeah, we're getting down from 20 and a half to about 3.9 next season. I really, really like that. So Salvador Perez has been locked up. The rest of the guys will wait on until probably the off season, because we have to make a decision on Joe Ryan. Is he just a half-a-year rental? I guess it depends on what we do in the postseason. Is Jazz Chisholm half-a-year rental? Do we just hold on to him and then we trade Byron Buxton? Because Jazz is 28, Buxton's 32. So maybe we trade low on Byron Buxton because he's old and he's coming off of an injury, and we try to just see what we can get for him, and we re-sign Jazz Chisholm. That's also a possibility, but we got to sign Bobby Witt, that's for sure. We definitely want to lock up Bobby Witt. He's going to be our big, massive contract extension, because he's going to want, what's he even going to want? Yeah, he's going to want 15 per year. I do want to lock him up, but he doesn't want to be locked up for anything more than 2 years. And if he does want more than 2 years, we'd have to pay him so much money. So only a 2-year deal. He wants to play basically year to year, I would say. The lowest we can get him down to without him dropping crazy interest is 13.5. I don't hate that. I would like to have him locked up a little bit more than that, though. But I'm not going to sign him just yet. We'll wait on those guys for another episode. Let's get into the game. Twins and Royals. Joe Ryan versus his former team. Asa Lacy versus his former team. How's this going to go? You know what? I want to change the Twin uniforms. I don't like their new uniforms. Show me some classics. These are the Twin uniforms that I grew up with. Let's see. The 61s are fine. I kind of like the powder blues. Yeah, these are the Twin uniforms that I grew up on. These 2002s. The alternate roads look kind of cool. You know what? I don't like their new logo. It looks like the Marlins too much. I'll give them the alternate roads. We'll rock the classic whites, and we will go with let's go with quick counts on, and Joe Ryan on the mound against Asa Lacy. Ooh, it looks like a couple guys are a little tired, especially Eric Morales. I think we'll give Eric Morales the day off. Who do we want to replace him with? Probably MJ Melendez, I would guess. So MJ can come in and play right field. We're definitely going to play Jazz. Does Ellie need a little bit of a break? He might. This could be a chance to start Acuna. But I think Ellie's fine. So the only addition we'll change, or the only change we'll make is MJ, and I think we'll keep him at 6. Do we want Jazz at 5? I don't hate Jazz at 5, but I don't love it. We'll see how it plays in today's episode. But we might switch him and Soto and Cruz. I might have Jazz hit 2, Cruz hit 3, Soto hit 5. Or maybe Soto hit 4, Pasquantino hit 5. I don't know. I'll figure it out, but we'll see how it plays today. Let's get in here. We'll get familiar with the Twins lineup as we go on. Asa Lacy coming home right after he got traded. That's pretty crazy. Let's go see if we can knock in some runs against him.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Kansas City Royals. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport, Bo Bichette.
Yeah, Boog, he's one of the pillars of this lineup. And when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs.
All right, just about ready for baseball. Getting the nod in this one, Joe Ryan.
A really good outing.
All right, Joe Ryan. First time I've ever pitched with him in MLB The Show. We'll see how this goes. Did we play the Twins in the postseason last year? I know we played the Astros, and we played the Guardians. So we couldn't have, right? Because if we played the Guardians in the NL or the ALDS, no, we couldn't have played the Twins in the playoffs because we would have played the Astros in the ALCS. Yeah, so I don't know why. This team looks familiar, though. Maybe we've played them previously. We are going up against our former player, Nicky Lopez, who we just struck out. I feel like we played this team before because we've played against Carlos Correa, right? I don't know. Maybe last season we played against him. Maybe even earlier this season we played against him. I just don't remember. But the only reason we're doing it now is because it's Joe Ryan versus Asa Lacy. And there he is. He's had 2 starts, but he's been in the long relief role for us this season. That's why he's got most of his record. And we've got the leadoff man, Bo Bichette. We do have a nice cordial relationship with Minnesota, you could say. I mean, we've made a couple trades throughout this rebuild series with the Twins. I mean, this is the team that we got Byron Buxton from. Nice leadoff double for Bo Bichette, by the way. We traded, didn't we trade Nicky Lopez here to get Byron Buxton? Is that how Nicky Lopez got here? Or did we make a third trade with him? I don't remember, but that's a huge leadoff double against Asa Lacy. I have a feeling that I'm going to get to feel the same kind of pleasure that every AI team was feeling when we were pitching with Asa Lacy. I get to hit against him now. Let's go. Elliot De La Cruz gets on base now. That is not somebody you want on base, even if you are a lefty pitcher. Juan Soto up now, and Juan Soto can't scoot that by the first baseman. It's going to be a double play. Even Ellie couldn't beat the throw. I thought that might get past him, but the first baseman does a good enough job. And now it's Vinny. I forgot that he was the MVP last year for the World Series. Your World Series MVP, Vinny Pasquantino. Can he do it again this season? I hope we get there is the question. Are we going to get there in the first place? And Vinny's going to lead this game with a RBI single, knocking in Bo Bichette. Nice little blooper into left field. That's a good way to start the game. First 4 hitters get around, and we got ourselves a run. And now it's time for Smooth Jazz. Can he impress in his debut? Well, he's played a couple games in simulation, but this is his debut on camera. First at bat, he grounds out to first base, so not great, but we do have a 1-run lead. And now it's Rowdy Tellez, former Brewer, who made that double play in the first half of the inning. And Vinny Pasquantino will get out his first base colleague and step on first. We definitely played the Twins before. We played them at home, didn't we? We played them at their place. Because I remember screwing up George Springer and Carlos Correa's names during that episode. I don't know if that was earlier this season or not, but Joe Ryan's cooking right now between the first inning and 2/3. Will Smith is a strange one to be in Minnesota. I'm pretty sure I said that last time we played him. Here comes the 3-2. The slider's been deadly today, but Will Smith does not chase it. It goes for a ball. Elio Ramos, ooh, 893 on the gun, and he couldn't hit it. Okay, must not have been ready for it, at least right in that spot. The curveball, Ramos almost sent that to the moon, but he didn't. He didn't get enough of it. Here comes the slider, 2-2. He chases strike 3, inning over. Ramos couldn't contain himself. He had to go after it. And now it's time for MJ Melendez to lead off the bottom of the second. MJ gonna stare at a fastball. Tried to back him off, but he didn't do it. The 2-2 from Lacy is hit back to the second baseman, and it's caught. Hey, it's Walter. I really hope we win back-to-back Rookies of the Year. Eric Morales has a chance to do it. I hope he does. And I'm still looking for that first home run in a played game with Walter. It's not going to come on this attempt, but I got close. That's one of the closest ones I've gotten to. That's a nice little one-out double for Walter. He can't run very fast, but he got to second. Good job, my guy. 10th double of the year, and here he is. Just got himself a new contract extension. Will he end up seeing it through? Probably not. I highly doubt. I would be absolutely shocked if he sees that contract through to the end. I highly doubt that he even makes it through the first year of it. Like, he would retire after 1 year of the new contract, the 3.9. I contend he's going to retire after this season, regardless of if we win a championship or not. I just think in MLB The Show, he's getting to that age. And Bobby Witt's going to knock in the next run. He might even have himself a triple. George Springer might test it. Oh, okay. I thought about it. Probably would have been thrown out, though. Bobby Witt with a nice RBI double. And we lead 2-0 against Asa Lacy. Maybe we made the right decision moving on from him. Sometimes you can have a little bit of buyer's remorse or seller's remorse, you could say, where you get rid of something and you realize later that you made the wrong decision, shouldn't have gotten rid of it. And right now, through 2 innings, I'm not having that yet. We'll see as the game goes on. And I'm really enjoying the guy that we got in return, Joe Ryan. Brooks Lee is the man leading off the third for the Twins. I don't know who this is. This could very well be a draft pick, or could be a real player. Just don't know his name. That's highly possible. But we don't need to know his name because he strikes out to start inning 3. And now we got Austin Barnes. Austin Barnes. Didn't this man play for the Padres? I feel like he played for the Padres at some point before they like rebranded to their diarrhea yellow and brown stuff. I feel like he played for the Padres. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of another guy. Full count to Austin Barnes. Here's the slider. Couldn't hit it. Strike 3. Joe Ryan. He's got, what, 5 strikeouts? 6 strikeouts? He's got something. He's got strikeouts, that's for sure. He is dominating. Instead, he stares at a fastball. Ooh, he's got 132 hits this year. First on the Twins. Cedric Mullins always simulates really well in MLB The Show. He's always a really good player. Usually making all-star teams, getting some gold gloves. Usually does really solid. It's just he's a little bit older, and he could not handle the splitter. Hardly know her. And that is what? 3 straight strikeouts? Did I just set him up and knock him down in order? I might have. 1-1 to Elly De La Cruz. 28 doubles for Elly. That's interesting. All right. Lacy is targeting the bottom of the zone. Maybe he's trying to attack the height advantage that Elly has. He realizes that Ellie's, what, 6'6"? Maybe he struggles a little bit to go down in the zone. But he threw one up in the zone, tried to catch him off guard, try to tighten him up and jam him. Couldn't do it. Elly popped it into right center, and it's a leadoff single. Juan Soto sending it to that similar side of the field. That's what Juan Soto does. And since we got ourselves Elly De La Cruz on base, I'd be stupid not to attempt a steal. It is a strikeout to Juan Soto, though. I'll take the strikeout to get the steal. You always got to try to pad those Elly De La Cruz stealing stats because they never do it in simulation. He should have way more steals. He should be like Billy Hamilton on the bases. Ooh, generous call from the home plate umpire. Appreciate that. 15. See, only 15 stolen bases this year. We're in August. Elly De La Cruz should have 50 stolen bases this year. Anytime he gets on base, he should be stealing bases. And he's going to get home now because he's got 99 speed. There's no way Cedric Mullins is going to be able to do that. So, Pasquantino with another RBI. Remember, he knocked in the first one. He knocked in Bo Bichette. So, Vinny Pasquantino, 2 RBIs today on 2 singles. And now it's smooth jazz. All right, Jazz. Ooh, okay. I contend I didn't swing, but they think I did, so it's a 1-2 count. Not swinging at that, though. I got a better eye than what you think. 3-time All-Star. I don't think he made it this year, but a 3-time All-Star for Smooth. And I'm not swinging at that either. Asa Lacy likes the curveball. He likes down in the zone. That is for sure. He likes down in the zone. We've got a full count to Jazz. And I'm swinging. I probably shouldn't have, but I made it anyway. It'll get past Rowdy Tellez into right field. And that's a single for Smooth. Good job. MJ Melendez. 2 on, 1 out. Come on, MJ. Fastball inside, ball 2. The more we pitch and hit against Asa Lacy, I'm realizing we made the right decision moving on from him. Another one inside. That was always his problem. He can never control his pitches consistently enough to be super overly effective in a game. And so that's why he always got hit around a lot. I'm going to send 83 speed Jazz Chisholm home. I think he can beat the throw, and he will. 2 RBI double for MJ Melendez, clearing the bases. It's 5-0, and they pull Asa Lacy back at home in front of his former team crowd. They pull him after 3 innings. 2 1/3, basically. Wow, you got a feel for the kid. They bring in Jackson Tetreault, I think is how you would pronounce that, if he's Canadian. I don't know. It could be Tetreault, I guess, but I would say Tetreault. But they pull the kid after 2 1/3. You got a feel for him. He's back in front of it. He's probably had family come into town. He probably got some tickets for him. He was like, oh yeah, I'm going to get some revenge. This is going to be my game. I'm going to go out there, and I'm going to get revenge on the team that traded me. Show them they made the wrong decision. And then he gets pulled after allowing 5 runs in 2 1/3. Gotta feel bad for the kid, but that just solidifies that we didn't make the wrong decision. We should have moved on from him, and we did the right thing when we did. Walter will knock in MJ Melendez, and we've got 6-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd. I'm glad the bats are finally opening up. I know I've been struggling in a few episodes recently, both on this series and in the Mets series, where I just haven't been able to get runs across. I haven't been able to hit home runs. I haven't been able to do anything, really. So I'm glad that this game, at least, we're starting to pour it on early. Usually we take a little bit into like the 6th or the 7th to actually get started. This one, probably due to the pitcher we were going up against, it seems to be working out pretty well. I wonder if we do win another World Series this season, and then Salvador does end up retiring, do you think they would put him in the MLB The Show Hall of Fame? Because you know how stingy the Show Hall of Fame can be. I don't even think they let Justin Verlander in, and he's one of the best pitchers of our generation. So, I mean, he would have, that would be his 3rd World Series. He has a ton of hits. He's got a ton of home runs. He's got a ton of RBIs. He's got the 3 championships. He's got Gold Gloves, Silver Sluggers, all kinds of stuff that you want. All-Star appearances. I mean, he's got everything you would want in a Hall of Fame resume. It's just I wonder if the show would put him in. I guess we'll find out when he retires. He does get a double there to move MJ over to... no, that's not MJ. It's Walter over there. Moves Walter over to 3rd. And we still only have the 1 out. And Bobby Witt will bloop that in. That's going to be 2 more. That is going to be 2 more for Bobby. I'm going to send him to second base. A risky move. And Bobby is safe. How did he get safe? I did not think he would be safe at all. Bobby Witt goes leg first slide. How did Bobby even get that? That's crazy. I need to see this again. Show me the replay. How did Bobby Witt stay safe here? If I could actually get to him. Come on, figure it out. I'll have to wait till he gets onto the base path. There we go. How does Bobby Witt become safe? I thought for sure he was out. Oh, man, it's just a slow tag. Like, he gets the ball. The second baseman or the shortstop has the ball here. He needs to instantly, because he has Bobby Witt out. If he just instantly swings that arm over and puts it on the leg, on the foot. But he takes so long to switch his body that it allows Bobby Witt to get safe. That's a crazy play. I can't honestly believe he got safe there. I thought for sure I was going to be out. I thought for sure I was out. Thank you, Twins, for a little bit of a bailout there. A little bit of a bailout. I appreciate that. And now it's Bo Bichette, who's 1 for 2, but he's got a double today, so I'll take it. And Jackson's not much better than what Asa Lacy was doing for them, so I don't know if the Twins have a solid pitching rotation. I don't think they're doing very well in the sim either during the season. I think they have like 50 wins or something, 56 wins maybe. Elliot De La Cruz is on deck. 3-1 count to Bo. What can Bo Bichette do? Can he deliver? Ooh, nice cutter down low. I wasn't really having the green light there, so he could have pretty much thrown anything. I kind of dared him to throw a strike, and he did. Not swinging at that. Oh, I almost did, but it's going to be a walk. That was a lucky one there. Ellie De La Cruz now due up, and he's got runners on first and second with still 1 out. They have not been able to get that second out yet. We've been able to do pretty well, but now they do it. They froze me and De La Cruz. It's strike 3. 2 outs now, but it's the dangerous Juan Soto. Juan Soto. What will he do with 2 on and 2 out? Juan Soto crushes a baseball into the stands. Man, that was right down the middle, too. Early on the timing, that's what happens. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Other times you get late on the swing and it goes to left field for Elio Ramos to get the 3rd out. That was a long inning. That was definitely a long inning. But we go top 4. Nicky Lopez will lead off for the Twins. Against Joe Ryan, who, to be fair, has been pretty hot, but he has been on the bench for a while because that was such a long inning. Nice curveball. It seems like they can't really hit the curveball right now. Although, to be fair, they can't really hit anything. The splitter, and that will be the first hit. I shouldn't have said anything. I opened my big fat mouth, and that is the first hit. Okay, whatever, dog, whatever. It's not like I was going for a no-hitter. Carlos Correa. Wow. Did I leave that in the wrong spot? I guess I did. Carlos Correa, 2-1 shot to left field. I don't know if that one's on Joe Ryan or not. Did I leave that in a bad area? I guess I did, because Correa made me pay. No, it wasn't. I mean, it was middle area of the zone, but it was towards him. It was inside. I don't know. That's just a good baseball play from Carlos Correa. That's just a power swing. And he gets the Twins on the board. I don't know if we can hold that against Joe Ryan or not. I feel like that's just Carlos Correa got the best of me. I don't know if there's really anything else I can say. We just got to move past it. Got to have a short memory. And strike out Rowdy Tellez. Good job. Good job from JoJo. And now we got George Springer. I almost ruined my home run call by calling Carlos Correa George. I don't know why I do that. I don't know why I mess up their names or mess up who they are. They don't look that similar. They're not even the same body type. Can Bo Bichette get that? No, he can't. That'll fall into center field. Smooth Jazz will pick it up. 1 out and a runner on. Are they going to have the same kind of inning that we just had? Where we can't get that second out for a while? Will Smith at the plate. He's a dangerous hitter for sure. I don't know how Dodgers let him go. He fouls off the slider. I'll give him another slider because I think this could get him out. And it won't. How is that not strike 3? The splitter action, that one gets him. That should have been a home run, to be fair. He was early on the timing, though. He should have smoked that baseball. 2-1. Elio Ramos. We don't have to go to second. Just get it to first. And that is the end of the inning. So a little bit of a rocky start for Joe with the 2-run homer. But we do get out of it in the end with little damage done. And now it's time for Vinny to step back up. He's 2 for 2 today, but this time he doesn't have anybody on base. So the only way he can get an RBI is if he smokes one over the wall. Have I hit I think I've hit a home run with Vinny in this series. Not this season, I don't think. I'm pretty sure I have. Not going to hit one on that pitch, though. 2-2. Oh, I didn't get really on that one. That was inside 12-6. That was a really good pitch. He got me on that one. Kudos to you, good fella. You got me on that one. 1-1 to Smooth. And Jazz is going down low. That's going to go into center field. And it's a 1-out single. Oh, no. Is Jackson having Vietnam flashbacks? Are we going to go back-to-back innings? 2-2 to MJ. I'm going down low again. I missed it. Circle change. I was late. Oh, it says I was just early. I thought I was late on it. I guess because it was the circle change. It's a little slower, so it felt like I was late. Ooh, man. He likes pitching in on MJ. That's like the third time we've had a pitch go inside super close to his body there. It's almost like they're trying to hit him, but they're not in the end. Full count. Not swinging. That's a walk. Runners on first and second, 1 out. It's shaping up to be a dangerous inning. What can the Rookie of the Year do? The defending, undisputed Rookie of the Year. Well, maybe not undisputed because there's a Rookie of the Year in the National League. And MJ is not going to go anywhere. Walter flies out to right field. That's okay. It's okay. They're not all winners. They're not all winners. Walter goes down. But that means that Salvador Perez is up. What will Salvador do? The veteran. The lifeblood. Will he deliver us to our destiny? Is that going to pop? Oh, Nicky Lopez. Oh, it's not Nicky Lopez. I thought that was Nicky Lopez. Oh, that's the one dude I didn't know who it was. Yeah, Brooks Lee, that's who it was. Did you hear that? My Alexa was going off. I apologize. Brooks Lee. Oh, hello, Brooks Lee. He sends that into right center field. Jazz is on after it. That's going to be a leadoff double for Brooks. Okay, Brooksy. He got enough of that. 21st double on the year. Austin Barnes up. And Austin Barnes, that is going to just be foul. Thankfully, because that would have been an RBI. That's strike 3. The umpire gave me that one. Austin Barnes goes down, and it's steady time. 2-1. 2-2. Oh, he was an all-star this year. That must have been where I recognized him from. He was on our all-star team this year. And that curveball's not really working as well as it was early doors. Not really. That'll be a grounder shortstop. Bo Bichette on first. I am realizing that Joe Ryan's stamina is getting a little bit low. We are into the deep orange. This probably is his last inning. 5 solid innings is good. I wish he could go a little bit longer, but his stamina might just not be that great. That's a possibility. I'll warm somebody up. Let's warm up. Not Dylan Coleman. He's a little too tired. We could warm up Genesis Cabrera. And we could warm up Garrett Crochet. Let's warm up the two of those guys. I would prefer if Joe Ryan went 6, but I don't know if he will. I might send him out there for the 6, but if it gets too dicey, we'll take him out. Bobby Witt on base again. Bobby Witt's destroying people. He's having himself a real good day. He is on fire, and we're taking a base here. It's only a 1-1, so we don't have to worry about a strikeout. Bobby Witt stealing a base. Oh, hit and run. Hit and run. Can't give me that and expect me not to hit and run. That is going to be first to third for Bobby Witt. Bo Bichette delivers again. Ellie De La Cruz. He's got a home run in the series. He must have hit it last game, in game 1. It would be a nice day for a third one, or another one. Not a third one, a second one. De La Cruz into center field. Not going to be deep enough. I might send him, but said he's got a good arm. Even 99 speed. It would have been tight. I think he would have been safe, but I don't really want to risk it. We already have 8 runs. We don't need any more, really. Unless Juan Soto wants to deliver some more. But I'm not going to force another run. It's not like we're desperate. Oh, you can't give that to Juan Soto. Come on. Get out of there. No! No! That was a hanger. I hardly know her. Oh, man. How did that not go over the wall? That was a 12-6 hanging in the top of the zone. That should have been out of here. Another one hanging in the top of the zone. This time, Vinny sends it to center field. And Cedric Mullins grabs the final out. So we end up not getting any runs. This could be dangerous, but I'm going to let Joe Ryan go 6. Might be a stupid idea. We get a quick first out. Little can of corn for Ellie De La Cruz. Love to see it. Now it's Rowdy Tellez. I know the pitcher's getting tired. You don't have to tell me that. I'm the manager here. You're not the manager. If he can get through 5 and 6 or 4 and 5, but I'm pretty sure 5 is Springer, isn't it? It's gonna be tough. The splitter. Bo Bichette makes the play. 4 speed shouldn't be a threat, but he almost beat the throw. Bo took a little bit of time collecting himself, and it is George Springer. Can Joe Ryan get through the inning clean? Oh, he made me clench a little bit there, but it'll fall into the glove of Juan Soto, and Joe Ryan goes 6 strong. You love to see it. We are gonna have, we'll have Crochet scheduled to be put in. I'm fine with that. And Smooth Jazz will lead off. That'll be ball 2. 147 career home runs. You know what? That's probably more than I expected. I don't really peg Jazz as a home run hitter, but in 7 seasons, 147, that's pretty good. Pretty good number. He gets on base with the leadoff single, though, to right field. And now it's MJ's turn. And Jackson has had to pick up a lot of work here. He's gone since the 3rd inning. He has had to pick up a ton of work. I didn't think he probably didn't expect himself to be working this many innings today when he got to the ballpark. He was hoping maybe his starter would have his back a little bit, but he's putting in overtime here as he gets MJ Melendez a fly out to center field for the first out. But that's okay because now we got the Rookie of the Year up. Ooh, Walter, who's having a pretty good day today. Double, single, RBI. Love to see it. And he's got a full count. Oh, feed me. How did I not deliver that into a home run or something more? It's a double play. Inning over. Yes, I still want the pitcher to come in. Garrett Crochet will step onto the mound, and he will go up against 6, 7, and 8 for the Twins here in the top of the 7th. 2-1 to Will Smith. That's strike 2. They say he went around enough, and we'll feed him the circle change and hope that he goes back to the pine. Oh, I like those calls. I like those calls. Thank you, umpire. Glad to know that we don't have Angel Hernandez back there. 1-2 to Helio Ramos. Here comes the slider. Fouls it off. You could say he tipped the ball. 1-2. Circle change. Up in the zone. Send it to center field. Jazz giving chase. And Smooth Jazz will corral it for the second out. A little bit of a dangerous one. Ooh, Brooksley's a switch hitter. Okay. I guess I could have read that by looking at his player card up there. But he'll get himself another hit into right field. Didn't he get the first hit of the game? I feel like he was the one who got the first hit of the game. Pitcher getting tired? Garrett. I wanted you to go at least an inning. All you got to do is get 1 out. 1 more out on Austin Barnes, and you can go sit down, take a shower, whatever you want to do. Here comes the slider. Strike 3, beautifully placed. Brilliantly called. That's the end of the half inning. And they pull Jackson for Reese. Is it near? It's got to be near, right? I don't know. Let's just call him Reese. Let's just call him Reese. We are going to have Jordan Romano getting warmed up, and I will schedule Genesis to come in the top of the 8th. Because it's not a save situation, so we don't need to bring in Camilo Duvall. We'll let Jordan Romano close it down in the 9th. As long as everything stays where it is. Like if they have a big inning in the 8th or 9th or something, then we'll obviously change it. But Bobby Witt is 3 for 3 today. Can he go 4 for 4? Unfortunately, probably not unless this is a screw up, but then it'd be an error. Second out. Bo Bichette, 1-1. Also had a pretty good day today. He's also had himself a pretty solid day. I should have pulled the PCI down. Man. Should have pulled that PCI down. Ooh, but they're giving me a redemption shot. Bo Bichette into left field. Didn't get enough of it. End of the 7th. Sucks to suck. Absolutely sucks to suck. Genesis Cabrera, we brought him in a recent trade. And we will try to get out of the 8th so that Jordan Romano can take us home in the 9th. Oh, Seti does not chase the high fastball two-seamer up in the zone. And he stares at it, froze him for out number 1. Nicky Lopez will foul off the fastball for 1-2. And we'll give him a nice little circle change for his troubles. He grounds that to shortstop. Bo Bichette fields it. Collects himself onto first. And Nicky beats the throw. Are we going to challenge the call? We'll see what it is. We will see what it is. Does he beat it? Oh, he's out by a mile. He's out by an absolute mile. Manager says challenge. He was out by 3 steps. No, maybe not 3 steps. He was out by a step and a half, probably. Oh, yeah, that ball is in the glove well before the foot touches. Nicky Lopez is not getting any of that home crowd luck anymore. That ball is clearly in the glove. He is out. And they will say, ruling is out of here. That's what I'm talking about. Second out. I don't know why they called him safe. I thought he was out, but you never know with those bang-bang plays. And Carlos Correa will end the inning with a flyout to MJ in right field. Half of the 8th is over. Let's go bottom 8. We will have Jordan Romano scheduled to put in to shut the door. And it's 2, 3, and 4 for the Royals. 1-1 to De La Cruz. And De La Cruz gets a hold of that one into right field. It's got some carry. It'll die at the wall. But I'm sending De La Cruz to 3. Easy stand-up triple. If this ballpark was bigger, that could have been a walk-off. Not a walk-off. That could have been a inside the park home run. I thought that was going to carry, though. I almost would have preferred it did. And Juan Soto, 0 for 4 today. I don't know what it is. I feel like I've lost my oomph with Juan Soto. I used to be able to just dominate with him. But I mean, I'm going to get an RBI here, but I just feel like I've lost it with Juan Soto. I don't know what it is. He does get the sac fly RBI, so I guess add that to his day. And now it's Vinny Pasquantino. Started hot, but has kind of cooled off, and he will continue to get colder. Cold as ice. But it's 9-2. We don't really need any more runs. We didn't really even need that 9th run. Smooth Jazz 3 for 4. Jazz looking good in his debut. I'll take it. Looking pretty spicy in his debut. We must have made the right decision, and they're going to hit him. 2-2. Reese throws the fastball and beams him. Not what I expected. Certainly not in the bottom of the 8th. And MJ will send that into the gap. We might send Jazz home. He's got 83 speed. This could be run number 10. And it will be. MJ Melendez delivers the 10th run on the RBI double. You shouldn't have put Jazz on base. You could have easily got him out. Or at least he would have had a better shot to get him out if you would have just thrown a ball in the zone instead of smacking him in the back. And Walter will get an RBI. I'm sending MJ home. What do we have to lose? That's going to be RBI number, well, not number 11 for MJ, or for Walter. It's going to be run number 11. And they pull Reese for Erasmo Ramirez. Wow. It was getting ugly. They couldn't handle it anymore. And Salvador, that's got too much heat on it. Yep, that's going to stay up. It felt good, but it had way too much spice. All right, so we gave Jordan Romano even more cushion to work with. Rowdy Tellez will lead off, stare at a two-seamer, making it 1-2. And we'll go with the fastball here. And he stares at it again. Did not take the bat off the shoulders. And he will have a strikeout. George Springer. He does take the bat off the shoulders, but he fouls it off to the right field side. We'll give him a fastball. And he misses right past it. 98 on the gun. Strike number 2, or strikeout number 2. And now it's Will Smith. I say it all day. Dangerous hitter. Because I've played against him a bunch, and he's hit a lot of home runs against me. But he's looking at a 2-2. One more pitch to close the door on the Twins. And the Royals get the W, 11-2. Joe Ryan impresses in his debut for the team on camera. Jazz impresses in his debut for the team. And the boys are looking primed and ready to go for a postseason run in October. We got one more month, and we also have to finish out the month of August. I really hope we play better. We have been just slipping a little bit here in the month of August, losing games we probably shouldn't, including game 1 of this series. But we got lucky. We went up against Asa Lacy, who's just not that good of a pitcher right now. He's only like a 77 overall, so we got pretty lucky there. 10 strikeouts for Joe Ryan as well. All right. Get the W. We lost 14-3 again in game 1. Oh, that was game 2. So we played game 3. I didn't realize we already played 2 games against them. Well, can we finish out game 4? Yes, we can. 4-3. Brady Singer gets another W. Brady Singer's having such a good year. Is he in contention for Cy Young? He's got to be. He's in the lead for Cy Young. Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's awesome. How are the Guardians doing? They're 3 games back now. We're holding them back, but remember, this is a crucial game, crucial series at the end of the month. 3-game set at home against the Giants. We dropped 2 against them. That's not what we needed to do. Absolutely not. 3-gamer on the road at Fenway. And Jazz has abdominal strain. That's not what we wanted. And Vinny's injured. Are we really going to get hit with the injury bug this late in the season? Are we really going to get hit with the injury bug this late in the season? Luckily, Jazz and Vinny are back within the week. But I really don't need injuries this late into the season, especially when we got the Guardians coming up. They are right on our tail. This is a crucial series. Can we win any games? We take game 1. We lose game 2. We lose game 3. Ugh. We are now only 3 games up on the Guard. And we play them right here at the start of September. Man, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. We also split right now against the Orioles, but they struggled again. The Guardians did. So we have 80 wins. How many wins did we get last year? We had 95 wins en route to a World Series win. So we're pretty close. We're pretty close to that. Let's finish out the Orioles series with a Yuri Perez injury, shoulder strain, but we win 11-10. That's a big win because now we take on the Guard. We take on the Guard one more time. We're at home again. It's a crucial series. I think we play this game because we haven't pitched with Logan Webb at all in this season. We've pitched with Sasaki. We've pitched, I think, with Freddie Peralta even. We just pitched with Joe Ryan, and we know what Brady Singer is all about. He's maybe even winning Cy Young this year. But I don't think we pitched with Logan Webb in this season. It's just a problem of if we play early game in the month, then we have to rely on simulation the rest of the month. I don't know. We could get it done. I don't know. I haven't fully decided who we want to play. I do think the next episode we need to pitch with Logan Ryan. It's just I don't know if we want to play this game against the Guardians. I know it's pretty crucial because they're what, 3 games back? Yeah, 3 games back. It's basically us versus the Guards for who's going to win the division. It's going to be a big battle. They're right there with us. Whoever doesn't win the division is going to be obviously the number 1 wild card team. It's just a matter of actually the Orioles are right there. I guess I shouldn't say that. If we don't win the division, we'll probably be the number 1 team. But Guardians, if they win the division, if they don't win the division, they'll probably be 2, unless the Orioles struggle a little bit more. Are we? I didn't even see. Are we the best record in the league so far? No, we're not. The Astros have 86 wins, and then we're the second best. Or no, we're the third best. Who had 82? Sox. Red Sox have 82. Dodgers have 81. Okay, so we're at least up there with the big boys. But the Astros are having a pretty good year. 86 wins. With 1 month to go. That is going to do it for the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Next episode is the month of September, so we'll do September call-ups, and we might play the Guardians game because it's such a crucial series since we are only 3 games up, and it's the final time we play the Guardians this year. I wish we would play them towards the end of the year, but hey, I didn't make the schedule, so hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.